Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, an 11-year-old child is among 7 shot in Malik. A teacher is beaten and robbed at her Rio Claro home. Woman shot in the foot in Port of Spain, and internationally 4 dead during protest over high electricity costs in South Africa. And now the news in detail. An 11-year-old girl was among 7 people who were shot in Malik last night. According to reports, around 10:15, a group of men were liming in a yard at 9th Street, 6th Avenue, Malik, when a vehicle stopped in front of them. 2 men came out of the vehicle and fired several shots toward the group before fleeing the scene. The 7 who were shot were taken to hospital for treatment. No one was killed in the incident. Meanwhile, 1 woman was shot in the foot on Sunday in Port of Spain. The 27-year-old of Eastern Quarry, Laventille, was injured around 1:18 a.m. while standing in front of Harry's Punch Cart outside New City Mall, Independence Square. The woman was reportedly caught in a shootout between officers of the Besson Street Police Station and an unknown man. The woman was shot in her right foot. And a 57-year-old teacher was beaten and robbed at gunpoint at her Rio Claro home on Sunday. The woman told investigating officers that she was at her Riverside Road, Farnrose Village, Rio Claro home when 2 masked men, one armed with a gun and the other with a crowbar, entered and announced a holdup. The gunmen demanded cash and jewelry. The female teacher was beaten and tied up while the men ransacked the house. She was relieved of a quantity of cash, a cell phone, jewelry, car keys, and other items. Meanwhile, churches across the island will start going back into communities to hold prayer vigils. This as the country grapples with a frightening crime wave that has already seen over 300 murders for the year thus far. The series of national prayers are set to take place over the next 2 years and will end on Easter Monday in 2022. Drivers are advised of a temporary traffic disruption as a result of roadworks along Lady Young Avenue from Lady Young Road to Dos Santos in Movar. In an update, the Ministry of Works and Transport said works take place from today, Tuesday, August 2nd, until August 8th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The ministry said the disruption is necessary in order to facilitate road works. Drivers are advised to proceed with caution and to observe all directional signs and barriers and to heed the instructions of officers and officials on site. Finally, on the international scene, at least 4 people have died during protests over the high cost of electricity in a South African town. On Monday, residents angry at the high cost of basic services blocked roads with burning tires and set ablaze a municipal building. Authorities said 2 people were killed in alleged police shootings after the protest broke out. Protests over poor services occur regularly in South Africa, which is battling some of the highest unemployment and crime rates in the world. Electricity cuts have also become frequent in recent months as the national utility company Eskom battles high debts and a labor strike. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, an 11-year-old child is among 7 shot in Malik. Teacher beaten and robbed at her Rio Claro home. Woman shot in the foot in Port of Spain, and internationally 4 dead during protest over high electricity costs in South Africa. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com. Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The street 919fm.com.
'Cause our person smile, love with no end. Say something for a friend. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Oh yeah. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Play a love song. Don't keep a good man down. To share a care for a baby somewhere. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Oh yeah. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Give up your seat, make your whole day a treat. Say a kind word, don't ever be absurd. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Oh yeah. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Oh, feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Be a big brother for children in Africa. Be a true friend. Let's save all the children. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody. Oh yeah. It feels so good when you're doing something good for somebody.
Share the live. Share the live. Videos and pictures to show you. Get on the live. A very special good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Top of the afternoon to those of you on the web, locking us down right now via the World Wide Web. Wherever you're listening to my voice, I say thank you so much for choosing me. My name is Aisha Wells. The Queen of Talk is in the building. And I have a lot to show you guys from Emancipation Day ceremony yesterday. Trinidad and Tobago's well-anticipated 2-year rest. We back outside yesterday. Yours truly made the whole newspapers today. I'm going to show you guys that. What I need you to do without further ado is to get on the live.
Shango adikwa, agigi akoroni akorona, yele jango korumi baba. Naye ho, naye bada, naye ho, naye bada, naye ho, naye bada, naye ho. Yewe naye bada, naye ho, naye bada, naye ho. Ye shango bada, naye ho, naye bada, naye ho. Yewe baba, ye ani woro, yewe shango woro, ye ani woro, yewe ani woro, ye shango woro, ye ani woro, tete malo shango, tete malo ye shango.
Lawrence, I see you. Diana Baba,
Tete malo ye.
Mr. Bagel, Michelle Superwoman,
Agigi akoroni akorona.
Maria Lyons,
Mi baba.
Christine Edward Farrell,
Chila la de. La la. Ding 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 la de. Chila la la la. There's a dot on the map they call paradise, where the boy inhabitants are being forced daily to make sacrifice. As a people, they are passive and God-fearing. They don't dare no grudge, no matter what they are undergoing. The struggles of life they will face daily, but they always have time to smile. Their children can be no longer free, cause them kidnappers running wild. Crazy politicians with false promises ammunition each day. Fighting tooth and nail through blood, sweat and tears, but the ammunition is press. Strictly press and tears. Now that I have reached the end of my calypso, I hope you realize the place that I'm singing about. This Trinbago, this beautiful island in the sun, filled with so much wealth, we have considered the gem of the Caribbean. Our silver music and calypsos create rhythm to touch your soul. Our carnival is being portrayed as the greatest show in the world. In island pool, Buffalo Reef and Whippet Lake, up to now remains a wonder. Even though some say that we squander, and we leaders leaving so much blunder. The sister, we don't forget the master. I say never, never. For if it's danger, we pray. Weak with hunger, we pray. Oppressed by power, we pray. Financial pressure, my people really have a way to handle the situation each day. Fighting tooth and nail through blood, sweat and tears, but the ammunition is pressed. Strictly press and tears. We pray, we always pray.
All you see me, all you see me, all you see we.
Na ye ho, na ye bada, na ye ho, na ye bada, na ye ho, na ye bada, na ye ho. Ye we, na ye bada, na ye ho, na ye bada, na ye ho. Ye Shango bada, na
That is Angie next to me on the screen. Big up yourself, Angie.
ye ani woro. Ye we Shango woro. Ye ani woro. Ye we ani woro. Ye Shango woro. Ye ani woro. Tete malo Shango, tete malo ye. Shango, tete malo. Tete malo baba, tete malo ye. Shango, tete malo. Tete malo Shango, tete mas pocket. Shango, tete malo.
We were vibrant on the road yesterday. I didn't go Ghana to bring back my outfit. My outfit came from Eastside Plaza, Charlotte Street. Big up the seamstress Antoinette Smith. Antoinette took care of the entire ensemble. Slippers by Baby Girl out of Charlotte Street, Port of Spain. Make we out. Made the papers today. Express Center full. Myself, Miss Nyan Gatsby Dolly, the Honorable. My girlfriend Aisha, Muslim Aisha. And some other beautiful ladies. We grace the Express today. Make we out. Williams' song is Black Woman by Ella Andel. So, my goodly people, while some of them had the worst to say, we came out in our numbers yesterday and we continue to celebrate. Yes, celebrate Emancipation Day. The care mama guy, some of them like to put on the emancipation outfit only when it suits them. Yes, you, Kamla Pasad Bisesa, referring to you. All of a sudden, all you remember the slaves, eh? The people who had a slave master's name.
culture. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for freedom. Ring the bell down there. I said to ring up the bell for the rhapsody. Ring the bell down there. Bring it all over. Bring it all over. Bring it all over. Bring it all over. Hey.
Will exit the company.
It's high time that you summon up the power. This time, bust it in the air bell. Well, look, I have a story to tell. Well, it's a long, long time now we fighting for freedom. Victory bound to come. Assemble the people beside of the mission. Let we rock the rhapsody rhythm. Oh, oh, ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for justice. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for culture. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for freedom. Ring the bell down there. I said to ring up the bell for the rhapsody rhythm. Ring the bell down there. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Hey. So listen well, I come to deliver this word. Let the voice of the dumb press be heard over the world. Let the people's story be told. Well, it's a long, long time now we come out for action. Glory days come down. I come with my bell just to second the motion. Rock the rhapsody rhythm.
And if all you think it's just Trinidad and Tobago celebrated Emancipation Day yesterday, you are sadly mistaken. I have for you pictures coming out of our sister island, Tobago, as well. Tobago had their own Emancipation Day celebration. You guys need to check it out right now on the screen. Let's take a look.
The bell for the rhapsody rhythm. Ring the bell down there. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Hey. Bring it in the House of Parliament. Bring it in the seat of government. And let it hear. Let it hear.
Tobagonians came out with vibrant colors
Bring it in the Buckingham Palace.
as they ring the bell downtown Scarborough.
Bring it in the Vatican too, Lord. Oh, oh, I ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for justice. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for culture. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for freedom. Ring the bell down there. I said to ring up the bell for the rhapsody.
Watch these children, they're too cute. Keep the children in the thing.
Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Ring it all over. Hey.
Tobago put on a show, boy. Look, Tantina, man, Tanti glowing in the sun.
Shaka talk to me in a happy family. Tell me when you're hitting one, better you hit all and done. Now when I look at South Africa and the pain my race go through, lying smitten by the bogus massa, deep inside I burn, oh my blood I mourn, cause I know they hit me too.
Who vex lost?
Tell them when they lash my brother, tell them that they hitting all of we. Shaka, shaka, when they make we children suffer, tell them, they'll answer to all of we. For we have
Tobago really put on a show, guys. Are you paying attention to this?
one
Little mama dressed up in the coral reef on the screen.
to see all people free. One task, one goal. Shaka, shaka, tell them if they touch Mandela. Tell them, they better hit all of we.
And I tell you, talent has it best, yeah? Tobago really put on a show yesterday. Look at the fire goddess. Isn't she lovely, guys?
I have seen the white man bleed, marching against apartheid, while Canadian youths protest. Free Mandela on the chest. Now my people, let's all join the struggle. Show your solidarity. From the US to Caribbean people, Africans must know apartheid must go, or we never will be free.
Tobago show off all you.
Shaka,
Tobago get to hell on.
tell them that
They didn't play with we this year. Big up all the designers out in Tobago that represented for Emancipation Day. Mr. Tobago, where you there?
they'll answer to all of we. For we are family, one blood, one soul, to see our people free. One task, one goal. Shaka, shaka, tell them if they touch Mandela. Tell them, they better hit all of we. Lava uchaba manje. Lava uchaba manje.
Is the Tobago people with the coquille broom for me, boy? Is the coquille broom for me? All year. I love it. came out with a dirty, nasty, vile behavior today. Yes, today on a radio station in Trinidad and Tobago, somebody had the audacity, the gall, the day after Emancipation Day, to run out the whole self and make a disgusting statement about the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. Well, you think them people and them normal? You think they're normal? Take a listen to this.
From the airport to the home or wherever it is that you had to go. But my final thing is, I don't hold the radio station responsible or anything like that from what I am about to say. It is nothing to say that obscene or anything. But Lennox, did I hear you say this morning that Keith Rowley have a matter in court with Dr. Munilal and
Yes, yes.
And now they're using, because all the time you're ashamed to disclose your ailment, I think, when you went away and whatnot, when people was questioning what you went for and whatnot, I think. But here it is, conveniently, you come and you get a mild case of COVID. This is to show you, this is a lie, because you cannot trust this individual. And I am calling on the authority, well, the good Lord, let me put it this way, speed up the process. Speed up the process. Keith Rowley, pass on, brother. Pass on, because here why? The suffering you put in on people in this country, you have destroyed families. You have killed, I had to put it this way, you have killed people with your policies, close your places, fire people and all that kind of thing. The increase in cost of living and whatnot, people could barely make it. And I wouldn't wish you no speedy recovery, Keith Rowley. I don't care who the hell tell me that I'm wishing people bad. But this is my honest opinion, that anybody, anything evil, you have to get rid of it. And this individual, brother, hear what I'm saying. God, take this man's life from me. Take it. Because what you're doing to this country, you have destroyed our country. You have destroyed people's lives. And more so, the poor people of this country. Look, Lennox, let me tell you something. This is a sham with this whole thing, with this emancipation support thing, brother. Let me tell you something. I remember very well when the nobody emancipation thing, where all the villages were getting together to have their first march and thing in Port of Spain, escorting his grandson from the airport to their home or wherever it is that he had to go. But my final thing is, I don't hold the radio station responsible or anything like that from what I am about to say. It is nothing to say that obscene or anything.
Let me call on my ancestors to fix this. Only hold on.
Baba deo, oguye kudeye baba wo. Baba deo, oguye kudeye baba. Baba deo, oguye kudeye baba wo. Baba deo, oguye kudeye baba. Baba deo, oguye.
And that is where I wanted to go this morning while I started with how I started showing our colors, our beauty, how everybody come out for Emancipation Day, because apparently we offended a group of people. Yes, we offended a group of people who pretends to like African people. You see, for Emancipation Day, they go put on a little African outfit, they go band up their head a little bit, they go mama guy a few African people and make them believe that they are so liked and we like you and we celebrating your holiday and we go give you a nice little message and a little token, because all these token Negroes, while their support base wish that the Prime Minister pass on, talking about Emancipation Day is a sham. Listen, I couldn't even bring myself to listen to the program this morning. I couldn't. It was really, really, really bad. Hearing persons, and from the tone of their voice, you could tell that they are not of African descent, because they have a very distinctive, weak tone. You could tell that they're not Africans. Talking about African and Emancipation Day is a sham. And they dress up in Emancipation Day, but P&M is still had them as slaves. I had to disrespect one yesterday on Facebook, because I don't know if they feel like I just come here for likes or something, or I want people to like me. I don't want anybody to like me. Let me make that absolutely clear. And I had to put this one in his place yesterday. Check out this on Facebook, guys. I put up a picture, nice and decent, minding my own business, wishing Trinidad and Tobago Emancipation Day and all of that. And this person comes under my post. Simon Morali. All you is still slaves under the PNM. But Simon didn't know. I am afraid to remind he that he is still an indentured laborer. And what was his point? You see, they're so brazen that they could come out on an Emancipation Day holiday and disrespect half of the population because they figure they could behave what they want, they could say what they want. How come for East Indian Arrival Day and Diwali Day people don't behave like that? You don't ever hear people coming on the radio and talking about that or making fun of holidays or insulting leaders. But they're brave enough to do it. So I go call on my ancestors to fight them battles to me. All you hold on are real ready for them today. Trinidad and Tobago celebrated Emancipation Day yesterday, in case you don't know. This was the celebration that took place in Guyana. You heard me? In Guyana, they celebrated Emancipation Day yesterday. And these photos I am about to show you, I took off of the leader of the opposition for Guyana's Facebook page. Look at the Guyanese and them celebrating their holiday. Just like Trinidad, they had a procession, they had drums, they had a field day, they had crafts, they played pan. Guyanese were playing steel pan yesterday. You think anybody come out to insult Guyanese, Afro-Guyanese for celebrating their holiday? That's the difference between Trinidad and Tobago and some of them. Hold on, this was Guyana. Let me show you Jamaica. This was Jamaica. Jamaicans come out to celebrate Emancipation Day yesterday. You think anybody was insulting Jamaicans and telling them that Emancipation Day for them was a sham? Look at the Jamaicans. What's the Jamaican? Come out in their numbers to celebrate Emancipation Day. You think anybody was insulting Jamaican people on the radio? That's the difference between those islands and Trinidad and Tobago. We have a minority here that we had to deal with. It is sick, it is sad, and it is really, really, really disgusting. But the lines are open. I am taking your calls. All those who busy wishing death on people, return to sender. Take care, you in dead, Dr. Rowley Riley.
Ibaba shishe oshunshila Omiawa ibajani.
Look at Jamaica's presentation. Beautiful.
Akbatani Omiawa ibajani Ibaba shishe oshunshila Omiawa ibajani Ibabo shishe akbatani Omiawa ibajani Ibabo shishe.
It ain't easy at all, boy. Me and lie. Some of them need prayers, you know. I don't even think prayers can help some of them. And what gets me is while they're making these statements, the host don't bring them and pull them up at all. The host does allow them to carry on a tyrant, you know. Does allow them to carry on. I don't understand it. But all who upset that black people came out in their numbers yesterday to celebrate Emancipation Day, a holiday that means a lot to our people because of what our ancestors would have gone through, and choose to turn it into a racial event or a political event. I want to really tell you how to kiss and where to kiss, but I can't say it because Tat could send me another letter. I have a minute before a break. I promise to take your calls and your voice notes when we come back. Nobody does do that on all your holidays, though. Everybody does support. They just buy up the little curry, make the little roti, support the holidays, but all you have to come out nasty, dirty, and vicious for Emancipation Day, a little sickening.
Now the time come to sit down and rediscover what's life. Show the world the true meaning of real love power, not strife.
Expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Dukan Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. Don't know.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the old-time gospel hour all-night prayer. This and every Friday evening on the Street 919 FM from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
In Trinidad and Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, We will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
Hot off the press presents Aisha Wells' birthday bash. Come celebrate with Aisha on board the Embassy on August 13th. Boarding at the Hyatt Waterfront from 6:30 p.m. sharp. Featuring an all-star DJ cast. We're gonna have a good time celebrated with Aisha.
You're on board. We're talking about my birthday bash.
For tickets and more information, call Robert at 333-2181. Ulu at 730-3665.
It's my birthday. That's what we're talking about. Happy birthday to you.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM.
Every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
For the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinal Thomas.
The scripture says, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in.
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the Street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Good about I'm looking like a real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959 to 814723 or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's as well.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The partnership government, well, the UNC got no partnership to contest the seat in Tobago. Challenge this thing.
Put candidates. Put candidates. At after Tobago as well, vote for them.
But here it is, conveniently, you come and you get a mild case of COVID. This is to show you, this is a lie because you cannot trust this individual. And I am calling on the authority, well, the good Lord, let me put it this way, speed up the process. Speed up the process. Keith Rowley, pass on, brother. Pass on, because here why? The suffering you putting on people in this country, you have destroyed families. You have killed, I had to put it this way, you have killed people with your policies, closure of places, fire people and all that kind of thing. The increase in cost of living and whatnot, people could barely make it. And I wouldn't wish you no speedy recovery, Keith Rowley. I don't care who the hell tell me that I'm wishing people bad. But this is my honest opinion, that anybody, anything evil, you have to get rid of it. And this individual, brother, hear what I'm saying, God, take this man's life from me. Take it. Because what you're doing to this country, you have destroyed our country. You have destroyed people's lives. And more so, the poor people of this country. Look, and Lennox, let me tell you something. This is a sham with this whole thing, with this emancipation support thing, brother. Let me tell you something. I remember very well when the nobody emancipation thing, where all the villages were getting together to have their first march and thing in Port of Spain. I was present, Andy and Lennox, and I spoke Afra Cambon past next to him because me and he, we grew up in Tunapuna together. We used to travel on train to go to school together. I went Belmont, he went Trinity. And he passed and he see me and he said, ah, boy, you're taking in this thing. And I say, and I start to point out certain things to him, my brother. This is hurting me, the hypocrisy in these fellas and them. You understand? And I tell him, I say, boy, look how nice your African people looking in their outfit there and things. Why all you don't try to inculcate this into their mind that they wear this year go, year come, right through the year, like how the Indian people wear the Indian wear and whatnot and thing. And, you know, preserve your culture and whatnot. And I went on to tell him, why all you don't open a business place? Ask the government for the land where the Salvatore was and open a mall, African, something else, you know, to support African business people in the city. Because every year they just say that when Emancipation Committee support Emancipation Day, all the Syrian stores that sell African outfits just up the price and whatnot and thing. I even went to tell them that they have something like, you know, with that building, said they could house something like a school in. I think they could have lectures and then bring down African people from India, intellectuals and things, and let them have these courses and whatnot and thing with the people, you know, of Africa region, bring down artifacts from in Africa and sell and all these kind of things to inculcate in African awareness. Lennox, you know what that man tell me, brother, God, if I lie, I drop down here and dead. He tell me, say, brother, we ain't ready for that yet. I just walk down South Key by McCarthy Park by Hogan, and I jump in it and I head up the same blasted road. Them fellas and they make here nothing. Two people who was prominent in the African liberation. And before Kafra Cambon was this boy from Belmont. Oh God, he passed on there the other day, man. He saying, get off the radio. You remember the guy you're talking about? And Blue Way sing two tunes. God.
Wow. 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 All this hate. All you hearing the hate in this man's voice? The day after Emancipation Day, he's allowed to carry on with that on the radio. And in addition to what he said, because all of them come out yesterday, I don't know what happened yesterday, seeing black people back on the street for Emancipation Day, but it pissed a lot of them off. Because I see Philip Alexander and all jump out his whole self in a statement, talking about Syrians and Chinese in Trinidad have no special days, but have money and opportunity, even though they arrived here too with nothing on their backs but clothes. Everybody upset, pissing upset, because African people united yesterday and celebrated Emancipation Day. What is this obsession? What is this obsession that wanting to give African people advice? Mr. Tunapuna, we don't want no advice from you. Please do not advise Kafra Cambon on behalf of our people. Don't do it. Why didn't you go down Saparia yesterday and highlight your disgust with celebrating of Emancipation Day when your leader put on a gele on she head, an African outfit to mama guy black people? You didn't go down there and protest. You didn't go down there. But you come out on the radio to insult black people this morning because all you figure all you could do it. All you figure you could say it and get away with it because all you big and all you bad. Mr. Tunapuna, tune in tomorrow night on Hot Off the Press. Let me really tell you how I feel about you, because I can't tell you here. Because while Tat don't send all your letters over there, Tat does send me letters over here. Because what I say apparently does hurt a lot more. So I ain't going to tell you how I feel here today. But Mr. Tunapuna, you need to check your own health. And you don't worry about Dr. Rowley. The lines are open and taking your calls and all your voice notes. Sickening. Sickening is only around African people all they could behave so. Dare not behave so on any other holiday. Look at all your behavior. Let's see who's on the line. Caller, you live. Caller, you there? Not hearing you, caller. Feel free to call me back. I don't know what is going on with our line, but let me try this one. Caller, you live.
Afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing, Mr. P&M?
I okay. Aisha, this evening I kind of discussed with this kind of news I hear this evening, and I want people in Arima, people in Tunapuna, people in St. Joseph, and them to wake up this evening, because that's what they're saying. We just take everything as it's petty and no bother with that. This is serious, serious business. You have thousands of African children going to school, Aisha. When they see other people doing with this and we just sit back, kiki, and laughing, they're going to tell themselves it is okay for other races to victimize you, insult you, and just take this kind of foolishness. Aisha, I want to applaud you this evening for bringing this to the fold. Bringing this up front and letting people get aware, and African people need to get aware. I am disgusted of this behavior. Aisha, I don't know if you remember how they treat Iwer actually. Aisha, you remember that?
How could I forget?
A certain group called a law association with a certain majority of ethnicity, they tried to hang Mr. Archie out of office, putting his name on the newspaper, using their friends in the media, and saying the nastiest and the most derogatory statement about this gentleman, and then coming back and saying he is disgracing the law association and the judicial services in this country. I don't know if you remember, Aisha, well, it's at a time when they say they're not supporting the CCJ in this country. Why they say that? Because they come out blatant and say they don't have enough CCJ. I don't know if you remember a time in this country when they wanted the children to be liar and doctor. And when the police start to pay good, all of a sudden police have power and they get good pay. It look like all of them rushing for police service work and to be in army. I don't know what it is Trinidadians need to start to wake up. I'm talking to St. Joseph constituency this evening. I'm talking to Arima constituency. I'm talking to Puna constituency. I'm talking to the marginal constituency of San Fernando West. For them wake up. It is a war against African people, and if all they walk back and kiki, these people are going to show and send all down the drain. All the little children is watching. Children going QRC, children in the East-West corridor. Mothers fighting to send their children to school to be disrespected by another ethnicity. I shall applaud you for this, bringing out this to the forefront this evening, to the front. Continue the hard work, Mr. P&M. Long time listening. I'm with you, Aisha. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. P&M. And you know, they upset with Dr. Rowley for the color of his skin, right? He's the blackest prime minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and they say it to insult him. But I wonder if all you see the picture of the new president of India. And I want to thank Bang Bango for raising it on YouTube. This is the president, the 15th president of India. And her name is Drupati, I hope I pronounce it correctly. Drupati Mamudi or Marudi. Hold on, let me get the correct pronunciation of her name. Okay, no, I can't pronounce that name. I'm sorry. I'd rather not pronounce it than try. Yeah? She darker than Dr. Rowley. Murmu, I think is her name. Look, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. But have you seen her? She's on her screen right now. Darker than Dr. Rowley. This is the 15th president of India. But they cussing Dr. Rowley quite here in Trinidad. No sense at all. No sense. I don't know, like they sent some of them here that wasn't too bright. The lines are open. We are taking your calls. I just highlighting the racism, eh? You know, when I say it, Tat does right me. When I say it, Tat does right me. But they overdo it today. Today was the worst I have seen. Probably we need to get the opposition leader a ticket to India now so she could bow and kiss some feet. I would love to see her kneel and kiss the feet of this president of India.
Shaka, shaka, talk to me. In a happy family. Tell me when you're hitting one. Better you hit all and done. Now when I look at South Africa and the pain my race go through, lying smitten by the bogus massa. Deep inside I burn, oh my blood I mourn, cause I know they hit me too. Shaka, shaka, tell them when they lash my brother. Tell them that they hitting all of we. Shaka, shaka, when they make we children suffer. Tell them, they'll answer to all of we. For we are family. One blood, one soul. To see all people free. One task, one goal. Shaka, shaka, tell them if they touch Mandela. Tell them, they better hit all of we.
Let's see who's there. You're live.
It's me, Aisha. Hi.
How you doing, love?
Greetings to you today. Thank God to see your face today. I'm sure, Aisha, they're going to say that you color that picture.
How could I have done that? It's all over the internet. Google it.
You know how they believe, and they say the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, what is that about this song? I can't remember. You know, he that's saying that, and it's not true about this song. You always say something. No matter how good you present the information to the people, they're not going to believe because of what? Because TNM is in power.
But darling, we come out yesterday to celebrate Emancipation Day. We didn't harass anybody. All we did was parade on the street. Why was these attacks so vile?
Because they do not want to see Trinidad African rise. That's the whole thing about it. And it's a sad day because you remember when the lady said the black man on the other side, knowing that there are a lot of black people all over the place. What is wrong with having a black prime minister? Okay, wait your turn now. If you do things right, people will like you and vote you in. If the country is going good, why disrupt it? Why disturb the peace? Why influence some of your supporters? Some people just supporting the party, not because they think the TNM is doing bad or the country not doing good. It's just because they support the other side. I shall just say this. If I cannot take care of 10 children, why would I make 10 children? You can't take care of you and your wife and one child. You want to make 4, 5, 6. You want the other hard-working taxpayers to mind your child? And I've heard a man say that. He said he has 9 children. And he has a daughter in university. And that was some time before. And he started blasting the PNM government. I mean, nobody sent you to bed. Nobody tell you can do that. You make that decision on your own. Plan your family, plan it as you wish, but don't put the burden on the taxpayers. It doesn't matter how good the country going. Once they support that, they're going to talk the country back. And I do not know why people want to bad talk Trinidad and Tobago, such a beautiful place with beautiful people, everybody living in peace. Have a good evening.
Tell them when they lash my brother. Tell them that they're hitting all of we.
Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing, King?
And the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. The reason for that, you see, it's simple. You see unity, African coming together. You see if they keep coming together like that, that is the problem. That is the fear. And they're going to get plenty of that. It now start. African people pull together. Not only them, the world. This earth here. Every nation for that. African coming together. They will be worried. Have a nice day.
Shaka, talk to me.
Caller, you live.
Good day.
Good day.
Aisha, it's whole day again on so, you know. Whole day. And most of them are getting on to it's the own African people. Today, I'm faster Google program. It's a one faster Google. I don't put them in the place. Because I talk about the, what I was talking about the blood, and I said life and death lies in the power of the tongue. And I talk about if I shall lose, blood will flow. I talk about that. Mama, the man take on me, and it's one of my own race take on there. And Pastor Google put them in the state. He said, you free to say what you want. Why is the man not free to say what you want? And I said, the coffee man walking all over this country with coffee in front of Minister House, and in front of all kind of people house, in front of the President House, all kind of things. Eh? What is really going on in this place, boy? Black man, wake up. You still asleep, eh? Open your eyes. Wake up. You see what taking place. Wake up. We still sleeping, you know. Get up. Right.
And the pictures you're seeing on the screen right now is from Foster Cummins' official Facebook page. The ministers were out in full glory yesterday. Let me say good afternoon to my lover, Emery Brown. How you doing, Emery? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Shaka, talk to me. In a happy family.
Aisha Wells, good afternoon. Aisha, I am so upset listening to that recording you just played. I am so upset, and yet our black people not seeing that and fighting down one another and killing out ourselves and hearing how these people think about us. But you know what? Those words that he said about our black Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Keith Rowley, will turn around on him 10 times because the Prime Minister is a man of God, and his words will not take Dr. Rowley. It will not, and it will never take Dr. Rowley, and they will have to live here for the next 20 years with the PNM ruling our Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Aisha Wells, and on top of it, he talking about the Indian people wearing their clothes right through the year. Aisha, when last you see a East Indian woman in a urnie? Aisha just came out of Pennywise Mall in Shogunas. And if you see the young Indian girl, she ain't no more than 40. And the shortest romper. She can't even bend. So I don't know why it is he don't hush him on with the nonsense. And to top it off, Aisha, he holding that conversation with the African, and he cut him off the radio. Aisha are gone. I'm so upset. Let me come off the phone on the road.
And if African people choose to wear their African clothing year in, year out, that is African people business. Wearing African clothes doesn't make us African. Our melanin makes us African. The texture of our hair, our protruding forehead, our broad nose, our wide hips. Do I need to go on and on and on? And for the men, the big, long, hard tool that somehow you're lacking. That's what makes us African. We don't have to wear clothes to prove we are African. And for those who want to wear their clothes all year round, that's great. I wear mine. It doesn't take no holiday for me to run out in an African outfit and shell down. But if we wear it or we don't wear it, we are still African. Who the hell is you to get on a radio to insult black people about who wearing clothes and the Syrian selling the cloth? Look, the thing I want to tell you, that go come for me. So let me hush.
On the chest. Now, my people, let's all join the struggle.
Look at this next deceitful one. Let me hush her. The lines are open.
The US to Caribbean people. Africans must know. Apartheid must go. Or we never will be free. Shaka, shaka. Tell them if they lash we brother. Tell them that they hitting all away. Shaka, shaka. When they make we children suffer. Tell them, they'll answer to all of.
Let's go, caller, you live.
Hi, sister. Good evening.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Well, good afternoon. Sorry. I'm fine. Happy emancipation.
All the best to you.
Brother, you enjoyed it. And kudos to that. Do you expect anything better? Here was a man on a station, on a program that is trying to attract African voters on all the constituency that caller called before. They are trying to attract my brothers and sisters, just like what they did in 2010, to vote for them on that particular radio station. Right? But you have a man, a caller, calling, because I tell them between 2010 and 2015, when you call that said program, you have a password to say. Here is the password. The Honorable Kamala, well, we didn't even know she name was Susila. The Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa. So, sister, please allow me. I walk in. Right? And if you didn't say that, they cut you off. And the same brothers today have, and it's not about the man or the woman, it's about the office that they hold, the respect for the office. But apparently, as the leader says, it's not about country, it's about party. So we don't like the black man, so we use all forms. So we use our next brother. I think he's from Port of Spain somewhere, Aisha, if I'm not mistaken. And he is East Indian. An East Indian man come on a station, on a program that is trying to attract black people to their program, to vote for them, with a black host. And a man who say he's a Douglas. He's besides Annie Roberts, he's in that Queens. Well, he's a Douglas Poodle. You ever see a Douglas dog? Well, he's a Douglas dog. Right? Because he just called himself the pit bull. So he had to be a Douglas puppy. Right. So think about it. Right? And this is what a Indian man will come to wish on the Prime Minister. So, Aisha, I was given a right to. And I would like to explain my right. I had a Prime Minister. Oh, no, sorry, a President. I didn't know that my President's house was a vineyard. Right? Between 2010 to 2015, I didn't know the back of the President's house was a vineyard. We just forget these things. I had a President that put his name, where it was champagne or wine, Aisha, right?
I wasn't sure, nah. I think it might have been something great.
Before they say my Prime Minister get this thing for the second time and he should dead and it's a story and it's a lie. So I had a president. Until I was given a right, they load me up. I had a president, had a vineyard and produced wine. Right? I have a lady. I don't know if it's the thing from the vineyard where the president is produced, or is it the Grey Goose she does go shopping for? And I have to know in what quantities, because I believe my president would have to line with her. Because since she ain't getting it, it seems as though it's either the wine from the vineyard or the Grey Goose keeping she alive. Right? Because she can't get the virus at all. So, Mr. President, I feel like I had to take our, Mr. Prime Minister, I had a ride with our lady. I shall see the level of disrespect. Think about it. See how a man sit down there and these brothers are loud. They ain't cut them off, you know. If I had called to say that about her, you think that would have been allowed? And the day after emancipation, and we must set up. By now, we're supposed to be outside our radio station. But that's what we had a call for in the morning. Please go ahead, Aisha, Tell me, because I had already make a sign to go down in that thing yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't get through. I didn't get a right to go down. Otherwise, I go and hang a sign. Afterwards, Jenny tell me I was going and hang a sign on them on the roof. Because this is not about tourism. That was about a thing that we fought for. First country in the world.
That was a blatant attack. Blatant.
I shall go on and walk in.
Have a good day. And let me say good afternoon to Sister Jenny. Sister Jenny, I want to offer you a program here on 91.9. Miss Juju Bernard, she messaged me someday last week. She said, Aisha, pull in Sister Jenny. Give Sister Jenny a platform to talk on the radio. Sister Jenny, if you are available, inbox me. We would love to offer you a spot here on 919.
Talk to me.
Caller, you're live.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing, darling?
Just to begin, I want to say that guy, he has to be careful what he wishes for. Also, he and those like him, listen to the BBC. Educate yourself. Realize it's a world pandemic, right? And don't blame the Prime Minister. But your words will come back to haunt you, Mr. Whoever you are. Bye.
Thank you so much. Let me say good afternoon to Michelle Superwoman and her mother. She say, Aisha, I am holding you responsible for my mother behavior right now. She's holding her belly and laughing when I talk about the big, long, strong, hard tool. It's true. All their women go for it. It is no secret. I'm not lying. I am just describing what makes us African. And that is a significant part about being African. Should I lie? I'm not lying at all, Michelle Superwoman. So tell your mother hello for me. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm going to clear up the voice notes because it's a lot of them. Hold up on the calls like a while. Hold up like a while.
Yes, Pastor, you have to excuse them, Good evening, Aisha. Aisha, I hope that gentleman is listening to your program or one of his family so that they pass on this message to him. Many happy returns to you, Mr. Man. Many happy returns to you. Just what you wish for Dr. Rowley, many happy return to you.
Aisha, good afternoon. These people and them, something wrong with them, and I know yesterday the amount of people to see that hot in them. And all of a sudden, Kamala want to get involved in PAN. I thought PAN is for Downcy head cheering. They're too disrespectful and out of timing. And this Puna fella, something wrong with him. He better go and check his health. Aisha, good afternoon again. Remember, we have a slave master name. Plenty people, I want to let you remember that, and come 2025, remember that very, very well, and don't laugh kick and this thing and all kind of thing with them. They're not playing, so we're not playing too. You understand? Black people come out and unite.
Tell them that they're hitting all away. Shaka, when they make with children.
Aisha, let Philip Alexander know who is the one who put money in the Syrian Chinese and white people pocket is the black man, because we're the most spender they have in the world. If we stop spending money by them, they want to pack the bag and go back where they come from. So let Philip Alexander know how they have money in their pocket now, because we black people put them there. And both of them should have write the history long time. You don't wait until you come out of office to talk about history book. You should have write it when you was the president of the emancipation. If Stokely was alive, or Kami Toure, you would have let them have it.
But I talk about that just yesterday with Muslim Aisha. Just yesterday, we discussed that it all started in Africa. Just yesterday, Sister Aisha and I was examining Buddha. Yes, Buddha. Take on this statue of Buddha here. I wonder if all they could see this boy. Let me see if I could zoom this in. Hold on, I zoom in. I zoom in the scene. All you peep Buddha for me now. This is different depictions of Buddha. For those who understand, Buddha is the Asian god. But Buddha had kinky roll up here. Have you ever seen a Chinese or Asian with kinky roll up here? Think about it. There is a section of Asia that is dark Chinese people with slanted eyes like myself and broad nose. So what the hell are you trying to tell me? It all started in Africa. It is scientifically proven. What you want again? Blood? I cannot change the way that I look. I was born this way. What's Buddha condition? Anything but Buddha look Chinese or Asian to you? Or Korean? Look Buddha condition. What Buddha doing with kinky roll up here? All you look, leave me now. I'm not doing this today. I ain't come here to give all you no lecture or nothing. All you go do all your research on all your own. However, don't come for we just so. Not the day after we holiday. We're not taking that one likely. I'm very sorry.
Shaka talk to me in a happy family.
And yes, White Kitty is reminding me that the Sai Baba have afro hair. Have you ever seen an East Indian with afro hair? It is correct. The Sai Baba has afro hair.
And the pain my race go through, lying smitten by the bogus massa.
Good afternoon, Aisha. I can't believe I just hear that man. See, what he doing? He asking God to make Keith Robley pass on. He not wishing for speedy recovery. Brother, right back at you. Anything you send out there, right back at you. 10 times. Always remember that. What did the cancer hearing? People just pray to God for people to there's sometimes your family's suffering. You're watching them, it's so God. Lord, you're asking God to ease the pain. And what does this man do? These people so. Your hate will multiply what you just sent out there. Have a good evening. I wear my thing right during the year. I don't give a bit to what anybody say, how they feel with the thing. What is important is how I feel. That's why God give us minds of our own to think for ourselves, make decisions. So I don't give up. Big two. I wish I could have wear it every single day, but I'm going to miss out some days. I don't have enough. I ain't not 365.
Mr. Welch, good evening. I pray God that man who wished death on Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, I hope he had no mother, no father, no brothers, no sisters, no nieces, no nephews, no children or nothing. And for Mikey K and them, they are a bunch of
deplorables. Okay, the man have a problem with Dr. Keith Christopher, but you have this man on the air denigrating from your ancestors, boy, and talking about but that is a sham, and you listen and let this man talking this crap, a bunch of deplorables, boy. Sorry to see. Good afternoon, Mr. Welch. I hope when I hear karma turn wrong, they say karma is a bitch, you know. I really do hope that. And I hope we just play down and pray God that God cover all his whole family.
Pleasant good afternoon. I will say again, those who don't want to hear will feel, and those who don't want to learn will burn. History may be written by the victors, but the words of the survivors is also heard. People, it's time all you learn. They do not like you. I will not paint a broad brush. They do not like you. It is a fact. It is written. All you go ahead and keep all your eyes closed.
Caller, you're live. Caller, you are live.
Aisha?
Yes, caller, you're live.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, caller, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right, I didn't know you were hearing me because I know the phone's giving problem too. Now, if someone could get on a radio and just wish someone to dead, what kind of mentality is that? Did Dr. Eric Williams didn't provide us food for him to go and learn something? But a stroke is worse than if somebody died, because if somebody died, they don't know what's going on. But when you have a stroke, you're aware of your surroundings and you can't even say boom. You can't say want a glass of water. Be careful, mister. Ask what you're asking for someone. Sometimes it turns back on you. Okay?
Good afternoon. That man, I send back that word in the name of Jesus back to you 100-fold. Be careful. Be careful. They're coming back. And she.
Good afternoon to the Queen of Talk Radio, Aisha Wells. Good afternoon to my dear. It's drawing nearer and nearer. But anyway, why some people so, boy? What is carry on yourself like that as adults, boy? And
good afternoon. Buddha was from India. Right? Buddha was from India. His family was multi-millionaires. And he gave up everything to seek enlightenment under the pipal tree. Yeah, he was to sit under a pipal tree and meditate. You understand? And he migrated from India and went into China, right? And continued to live his life as a hermit, as a righteous man. And monks, Chinese, or the Chinese and them we ever call monks, start to follow him. You understand? When he died, the people shunned him, and that was it. So he was from India. I forget his name, but he was from India. What part of India he was from? But he come from a wealthy family. And he gave up everything to seek enlightenment. He a Buddha. Once you could go and do some research on it. But they have all different statues of Buddha. Yeah, there are different kind of statue of Buddha. They make all, there is some skinny Buddha, it's a fat Buddha. You understand me? I never see the original picture, so I don't know if he's fat or skinny, but he was from India, and I forget what part of India he was from. Ancient city of Magadha, Buddha, yeah. He was from the ancient kingdom of Magadha. Yeah, he was rich, right? So I could do all the research on it.
Let me say good afternoon to my boyfriend Davion and his sister. You guys look beautiful. Thank you for sending me the photo. I really appreciate it. All right, so let me get your voice notes back on quickly as we get ready to take your calls.
I will say this further. these East Indian people have their own established radio programs, established and corporate sponsored. So when the radio programs that is aligned with Africanism or perceived Africanism continues to give their people and advocates unfettered airtime, it distracts and takes away from the messages that the African people can put out and hear. What a lot of people don't understand, because many people don't know how to research, gather information, and despite the information being there in front of all your faces, all you don't understand it, all you can't contextualize it. But more and more, Scientology and science has proven and shown that the origins of man emanated from Africa. The religious zealots who believe so hard in the Bible, which also states and shows and describes that the Garden of Eden and man emanated from Africa. Or they could try to rewrite history, or they could misinterpret it. Do as all you may, because it's also in genealogy. That fact will never change. So all you continue hating all your own self, disliking all your own kind, it has already been written. Do as you must. Or you could choose to remain stupid and ignorant, or you could wake up and educate all yourself before it's too late.
Now they hitting all away. Shaka, shaka, when they make with children.
Good evening, Aisha Wells. You see that guy called Brooklyn? You should really hear what Brooklyn is be saying on a Saturday and what he is saying about PNM people and how they calling in and that program and how we have our program on during the week. He has been saying some very distasteful things about the leadership of PNM.
All right, thank you so much for reminding me. But let me say happy birthday to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Brooklyn and all the fellow Leos. This is our month. And to those of you who have been messaging me for boat ride tickets, I want to tell you this is the last batch of tickets going out here. The boat ride is the 13th. So it's the following Saturday. If you didn't get your ticket, I don't know what to tell you. The vessel can only hold 200 people. And 100 tickets already gone. We just have 100 to go. And the way how people messaging, they're buying in batches. Right? They're buying, give me a 10 ticket, give me a 10 ticket, give me a 10 ticket. So you guys need to get in contact with Robert or Olu in order to get your tickets. If you don't know, now you know. Don't be left out. It's going to be really good. We have fireworks. We're going to have the cutting of the cake. We have a rhythm section. We have DJs. It's the full works. It is the full works. So let me just remind you guys, for those of you who don't know when it's going down or how it's going down.
Hot Off the Press presents Aisha Wells' Birthday Bash. Come celebrate with Aisha on board the Embassy on August 13th. Boarding at the Hyatt Waterfront from 6:30 p.m. sharp. Featuring an all-star DJ cast. We're going to have a good time celebrating with Aisha.
You're on board. We're talking about my birthday bash.
For tickets and more information, call Robert at 333-2181. Olu at 730-3665.
It's my birthday. That's what we're talking about. Happy birthday to you.
Shaka, shaka, tell them if they touch Mandela. Tell them, tell them. Tell them, tell them. Tell them, tell them. They better hit all of.
All right, the phone lines are open. I am taking your calls. Caller, you live.
Hello, Aisha. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And yes, I'm sticking the cake. I just don't know with who yet. I might pick any, mini, miny, more on the boat. I don't know. Call her, you're live.
I can't tell you how elated. Good afternoon again, Aisha. I can't tell you how elated I was to find out that you are Leo also. Same thing, Mr. Patrick Manning. What's on Leo's run the world right now? It's 20. That was the 20. My birthday going. But a nice.
Is it July, Leo?
Yeah, I thought
Yes.
July. Yeah. Yeah, Aisha. The original skin color. Good afternoon to the listeners and the viewers also. The original skin color of Indian people is the ak. Okay, Shiva was the ak. Aisha never meet a black person until they resonate blue. Aisha, at our brother in youth camp. When the sun shine on you, you used to see the light that casts no shadow, which is black light. When you see a black person and they resonate that ultraviolet light, that is the light that casts no shadow. That is the real emanating light. This light that the sunlight does provide in esoteric law, that is the false light because it has cast a shadow. Black people raise their head, don't study these people, and then they are deluded. They don't even interpret their own scriptures how it's supposed to be interpreted. That's how dread and how bad it is in terms of what they just bring across to us, Aisha. And to the brother who wishing that, boy, there is a law called the law of mirrors in the universe. The reason why our next black brother fight up to clean up your head is because your imagination is so powerful, it creates the environment that you live in. Not like black knowledge, if you understand what I'm saying. Black people raise all their head. We are powerful. And just as I was thinking about melanin, Aisha, you mentioned it. Melanin, I will do a little more research and come a little more factual. But as far as I understand, black people have gold. Now, the gold that the black people will have due to the color is what you call monoatomic gold. Monoatomic gold is antimatter. Our brother, he does work taxi and he does really edify black people and things. And we have the ability. That is why we're so benevolent. Our thoughts and our love for creation itself, don't mind we just get hate, is what have us with all our creativity and all our abilities and all our talents. Look, even as recent as the 20th century, we invented something called the pan. Well, yeah, I'll call back with more in later shows. Aisha, well, it's time to really uplift on. I'm closing on Pastor Google program. I was telling them they just get vexed as they see us united. Aisha Wells in 45 seconds. When I talk, a man come out and start to spit it out. I think the lady mentioned it today. Black people raise all their head. I have plenty more to tell only. Plenty more. Do the research also. Thank you, Aisha. Have a good evening, Aisha.
Thank you so much. So let me see if I could macro what's going on here with Brooklyn. Hold on, let me see if I could open up this thing here. What's this? Why it's not opening? I'm trying to macro and see if Brooklyn have a party going on or what the story is. I see he posting cake and all kind of thing. Okay. I'll try again. Hold on. Right, leave. And okay, let me open this up here. Let me see if he will answer me. You know, he always has some saga boy thing and this and that, and he's a saga boy. I see he post a golden cake here. Let me call and see if he really had a cake in through. I call you a video call because you're live on the radio. I want everybody to see that birthday cake. Today's your birthday.
Not yet. I'm cooking on my birthday. I go answer back later.
So what make you feel we have time to answer you later? I tell everybody it's your birthday and I see a nice little gold cake and Brooklyn has champagne and all kind of thing, and you telling me you can't take my video call because you cooking?
And I can't take it yet. Because I ain't ready yet now.
So what is the festivities you're having today? What's the festivities you're having today? Because somebody saying like you have to wait until the neighbor come home from work to show with the neighbor house, but I don't think so, I don't think so.
Well, I'm in the basement, as they say. I live in a basement, so I don't know, It looks like it's solo sweet drink and and grocery cake I eating too for my birthday. You know them PNM supporters. They don't bite easy, you know.
Listen,
but anyway,
what's the festivities you have going on today? Let me hear. Where you are?
Well, today, I just come in because I was out all day. I was doing a little shopping and things.
Right.
So, I ain't fit to go to a restaurant today. So, I said, I have some roti skin there and I will just make a little curry and things to eat with that. Nothing too much, but I have a drink something on my cake. Well, you see the cake?
Who make that cake?
King Lion. You see the cake, King Lion. Look on Facebook and see. I just post my picture because
I know that I saw it, but I didn't go into Mako. So let me see if I could forward the picture of the cake.
Because I just getting set up now. I alone. I doing everything for myself.
Right.
Whatever. But as I say, the cake is done there. I don't want no big cake. So I got a nice cake with King Lion. You know, and later, as I say, I feel to go to a restaurant. Me, I just go and eat my lobster and thing on my birthday, and I ain't feel for that right now.
All right, Brooklyn.
So I'm going and look
well, Brooklyn, call me back in an hour when you see the neighbor reach home and you're ready to show me the big house. Call me back in an hour.
Well, yes, I will do that. All right?
All right, Brooklyn.
All right, then. You keep going.
Happy birthday in advance. All right, so yeah, let me see if I could pull up this cake here. Hold on. Yes, this is the cake here. Well, let's take a look at Brooklyn's birthday cake. This is Brooklyn's birthday cake. Happy birthday, and around the rim, King Lion golden, and the man have the fancy thing going on. Day Papa, he big in the dance. So Brooklyn, when the neighbor come home and the neighbor with the big house reach, call me and show me the place. We want to see the cake and the table and all of that. Because me, if there's somebody cake you post up here, Brooklyn, I been real with you. I don't know if this is somebody champagne you post up here. So we want to see it. We want to see it. Caller, you live. Caller, you live. You live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Anderson Wilson, I just feel sorry for you on that ground report show, but good afternoon.
Aisha, I'm happy birthday to you, Brooklyn. You don't have to see me anymore. Aisha, somebody feel sorry for yourself. You see my big yourself, to let Andy song more and more dance every day. And I'm glad you're listening. Andy's the biggest done. And anybody else that made that statement, they have to cut them off. It's the most racial set of callers on program. And they try to let people feel that he has nothing to do with the UNC. Can Andy stop that political hustling? That political geometry behavior? That biting pillow behavior that Andy has? That he didn't get $1, he can call what's the joke name? Aisha, the PNM, the UNC, the PDP never get me $1. And you know that too, Aisha.
This man...
I never get $1. I'm listening to him. I don't like Andy there.
Anderson, 1 minute. What is his obsession with cussing you and Mother Bernie and Watson Duke?
The one that demand for money and then get no money. So every time he's talking, he's Anderson, the PDP get you money after now. He doesn't have anything to say, After one end, I always say, if they have the children, I call it that. We were brought up in social work, I call them that. We not political hustlers. Check out my sister, show my bell, check me out. I'm just on a big minute. If they have a pushback, you walk around that hustle money from people. That is Andy Williams. He said, yeah, just what he stated. I have nothing to do with the hustle. Andy Williams, while he was talking, I was saying how much eggs was Campbell. Cucumber side, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and with that coconut milk too. Right? You know, hungry mouth Andy like all there. Always hungry mouth, always enough. What I want them Andy to explain people. Gladiator was a soul here. Explain people if you know anything but Gladiator get Andy. And matter with Gladiator the following morning and he's dead. Explain people. And the radio when on the radio in the morning. We're cheering when I come and beat them and tell you how you vomit when you hear Gladiator dead. That's all I can tell me nothing. Nobody know radio. Nobody can tell Anderson nothing. You know why? I keep myself in my own lane. My own lane. If it's a job, still got them nothing. If it's a 1 hour, still got them nothing. I always smell it properly. But I want to tell Andy Williams that that statement the man made this morning it can fall back on you, Andy, and Lennox. You and Lennox. I don't want to fall back on the man, you know. I want to fall back on you, Andy. You and I mean, that's plenty, Andy Williams on the ground report. You, Andy. That statement, that racial, nasty Indian man make this morning. You see, it's just following somebody to come on and say this for already, that already. Or let's tell them of you a nasty one named Santa Cruz. It's a female. A nasty woman with a rashy skin. Yeah, you Santa Cruz with a rashy skin. And if you like this in the morning for me too, tell them about Gladiator. And I want to know if you know about Gladiator, that's you know. And mother is never a close case, you know. I want to know about the rental, the girl for the fella from Bagatelle. That way you talk about, don't do not bucket by yourself. I never go and watch the joke camera. Oh no, the PNM don't get out of that. My name is Anderson Wilson. Two cinema advice for the school properly, you know. And don't get up with them two surnames. Kamala can't tell me nothing. Nobody in UNC can't tell me nothing. PNM neither the PDP. And I get up from my father. All of us, we get up from his father. What's the one that can tell Shoma? What's the one that can tell Shoma Wilson? Same thing when we hear about Anderson Wilson. All they can't tell me nothing, Andy. You got political fighter pillow. Next father anyway. You can't talk about your bucket and bucket answer. But what is you can do you? But man, you said it today on your business. Yeah, you said it today on your business. And I'm a million that's on your budget to get what you do for Trinidad. You have a problem with African people getting money. How much, I see how much it charge for UNC to take out the fire truck. People don't sell fire truck and fall along in that ditch. There will be 100 and something million. I just tell you, if what you do get million to come Trinidad. All have a problem with Africa, with Africans. But I wonder at the end of the day, there are a lot of Africans in the UNC and same thing with the PNM. The same thing is going alongside. We have developed a kind of racial thing in this country that you can allow a man to say, he wish only to dead. And they got him up, I want to talk about that. And a Maran station, and there's a nasty political fighter, hustler. And so I'm going to spend my life, but you know, wake up like all here, and then run out there. I cover myself properly before I run out there. I don't run out just so. So when you're going close in, you're going to get $1 from the PDP. Neither the gun report. And all of us call Kamala, what's all talking about on the UNC? And when you're done the Kamala for money, they'll probably pay Robert Amaro in the month. How much are you getting all in now? How much Mr. Adi getting all here? Nothing. People set up on the gun report and play them city morning and stop us every morning. You want to pick up this double foreign and this double here and this money electrical for hungry money in your pocket. Or let's have to talk and listen and put up in the pipe and smoke it. And I know started there, you know. I know started you and me, William. I want you to remember when you're from it, when you had Gladiator there, when you fella wanted to have some money. That's all really in your alone. For me, businessman and all here. And you know, party card. The Sherman is Puna. Some of them say, no, Aisha, you don't talk about it. Aisha don't talk about it. Some of them no more than Aisha said. Some of them don't come in the dance. Some of them go by Dr. Lakis and Maratuna Puna, the whole crew. Some of them don't come in the dance shed and stop that racial thing and the underground report. And they want to hear more for the worship. When they hear more, you listen to the worship program. But you're trying to piss around Marabonite. Marabonite, you're in your shell, in your place. And tend to stop your nigga homosexual, political, nasty hustler. You know, but get honest hustle. I don't want people in hustle, I try to cater for that. And I was told I work in the time.
Wow. You see when lion fighting, you must stand aside and watch them fight, So it's a bacchanal within the UNC and I not getting in. So Anderson Wilson, I hear you, but yesterday my mind run on Gladiator. Eh? My mind run on Gladiator yesterday, of all days, because Glady love his emancipation. You know, he'd have come out with the Gladiators emancipation truck. He used to bring out a truck for Emancipation Day, and he come out in all his emancipation clothes, and everybody walk behind his truck, and it used to be a big fanfare thing with him. He love Emancipation Day. Give him that. He don't care about no other holiday. So yesterday was a very sad day for me, watching everybody out there on Emancipation Day and no Gladiator. So I'm just shocking that you brought up Gladiator's name in this entire preamble you just did, because you know I was thinking about Gladi just yesterday. So yeah, you know I really think, and you know, when all you're fighting over there in the UNC, all you just come by me and air out all your dirty laundry, I just like to hear the gossip. I just love to hear the gossip. I line to tell you something about somebody rent some car and something and who vomit when I just like the gossip. I just love it. All right, Anderson. So all they work out all your dramas on that side, but you could bring the little gossip for me. So who rent a car? It had a rental, and who did vomit? Who tell who Gladiator did and who vomit? Give me the scores now, Anderson. How you moving? So now you mean to tell me somebody went by Watson Duke for money? That's where all this cuss out is about, Anderson. What money is this? And I didn't know Santa Cruz had Bobo foot. But what? Look, the views of Anderson Wilson is not the views of Aisha Wells and the Street 919 FM. I don't know. The gossip for me is the gossip.
Shaka, tell them when they lash my brother.
Let me go. Call her your life.
Aisha Wells. Let me tell you what Anderson understanding about the ground report. But the underground report. Now the people want to get Watson Duke to stop concentrating in Trinidad and concentrate in Tobago, because you do not want Watson Duke and them to lose that 2 seats. They want them to hold on to that, so that way the woman what does forget. What else forget, and when she makes a statement, she doesn't complete it. We're able to have our hand to win and further. That is the whole story. So he gets as Watson Duke coming here. That's a boycott. It would affect the voting for the UNC here. Right? We whole thing what the Pitbull vex about. So you want to Watson Duke to concentrate in Tobago. Forget Trinidad. Leave Trinidad for the Indian party. That's the whole fact remains. And that is a fact. Enjoy your evening.
Now my people, let's all join the struggle. Show your solidarity. From the US to Caribbean people, Africans must know, apartheid must go, or we never.
Eric, will you come out?
Good evening.
Yeah, you're on your mic on.
Hi, good evening,
Eric,
good
will you
evening.
come out as a setup, pass up?
Yeah, here now, I'm laughing coming on the really came
I'll go check this voice.
Right bacchanal.
I am going to go for a break, people. Let us take that break. We will be right back. I see you on the phone lines, but we got to take the people break. So let's take that break, and we will be right back.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Your child is beginning to discover the world. It's time to let them explore. Clim 1 Plus contains calcium, iron, and vitamins that support their defenses, helping to promote a healthy immune system and normal growth. After all, your little explorer has the whole world to discover. Klim, your love, their future. Klim 1 Plus is not a breast milk substitute. It is specially suited from 1 year onward.
Hot Off the Press presents Aisha Wells' birthday bash. Come celebrate with Aisha on board the Embassy on August 13th. Boarding at the Hyatt Waterfront from 6:30 p.m. sharp. Featuring an all-star DJ cast. We're gonna have a good time celebrating with Aisha.
You're on board. We're talking about my birthday bash.
For tickets and more information, call Robert at 333-2181. Ulu at 730-3665.
It's my birthday. That's what we're talking about. Happy birthday to you.
Episodes, the Kuna Cruise, aboard the Sea Champion, King's Wharf, San Fernando, Saturday, July 30th, boarding 11 p.m., sailing 12 midnight, general tickets $250, early bird $200, and ladies, limited edition of 2 ladies on 1 ticket for $350. Bringing the vibe and energy to you, Anwar the Juggler, Richard Trumpet, and Brothers in Sound. Live performance by Optimistic, Party Bus from Port of Spain, pass at 9:30 p.m. For more info, WhatsApp 768-8182, 706-7130, or 317-3541. Fully endorsed by Evolution Creations and Stamina Promotions.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303.
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT.
Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody.
Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill, and you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Good about that looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again?
the Sea Champion, and the Embassy. Say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's not well.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the Street 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selector Kochi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in, line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute God Amari, King Selassie.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
They'll answer to all of we.
All right, good looking people. We are back. Eric is in the building. I'll be taking you till 6:30. Today it's Tuesday.
Yes.
And Pastor Gary comes in on a Tuesday. So let's see who's there. You're live. Caller.
Pleasant good day to you, Aisha. How are you?
How you doing, Paul?
I'm good, actually. Are you hearing me clearly?
Loud and clear, Paul. Loud and clear.
Let me tell you something, Aisha. It is a shame that you have to go down in your garments in Port of Spain yesterday. Eh? It is a shame.
But why shameful?
Why you didn't go into Port of Spain, Aisha, where Mother Randu and all of them just go on marked dates and clear the way because too much of blood in this country flowing, Aisha. And who is doing the crime in this country?
But Paul, how could you kind of relate the two? I'm trying to figure out how we.
Yes, because yes, we can relate the two, Aisha, because you know why? It is convenient for us to dress up in garbs and go down there like if it's some sort of unity. We need unity about the black and black killings.
But
we need unity about unsolved mysteries.
Paul, I hear that, but I don't see on Indian arrival anybody highlighting the amount of East Indians drink Ramazan or kill themselves and their wife.
Or Diwali Day. Okay, Paul, you want to talk about that, right?
It is not prevalent in the East Indian society.
Let me, Paul.
The crimes is not prevalent in the East Indian society community, sorry.
Let Paul talk and we can respond after. Go ahead, Paul, you go ahead.
Right, it is not prevalent in the East Indian community. You can look at the statistics, whether it be jail, whether it be in the courthouse, whether it be on the newspaper, the media. We need to clear up that aspect of it. And what I'm trying to bring forward, Aisha, I respect the religion, I respect the day, because was in support of it as well. But the thing about it, let us be where like Mother Randu and all these mothers of the nation who are on marked dates, and they clear the way and they ring the bell and they walk the street without having to look for any types of audience or whatever the case may be. But I am just simply saying we need to have dates where we can clear the streets of Port of Spain because too much blood in this land, Aisha, and we are fed up of this in this country.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Okay, so Paul, here's my friend. How could we compare persons like spiritual Baptists going on street corners and ringing their bells for religious purposes to Emancipation Day, an entire community celebrating the struggle of their ancestors and the Declaration on Freedom of Emancipation? It's not the same. That's one. And two, I do not see on Diwali Day or East Indian arrival, the East Indian people highlighting murder-suicide in their community. I don't see it. So for us to come on Emancipation Day and talk about the killings and the murders, it's not what we want to focus on this day.
Aisha,
I'm just simply saying,
Aisha,
Paul.
what I want to say, I might put our just station in the
Wait until tomorrow. All right, Paul, my dear.
And I'm calling tomorrow. Paul, calling tomorrow now.
Okay, Paul. So, Paul, we hear you. We know we heard you, but it's not the same, Paul. It's not the same. Just saying. Caller, you're live.
Hi, good evening, Aisha.
How you doing, darling?
Yeah, good for now. Paul, the must be talking about the curse Kamala put on the country, the blood will flow. That's what he must be talking about. Tell him, that's what he's talking about. But this is not the time for it. Okay? You're talking something that's different, but he coming with something else. But anyhow, don't forget that curse we have on the country that Kamala put. Bye, have a nice evening.
Thank you so much. I don't understand why everybody is so upset about us coming out in African clothing and celebrating Emancipation Day yesterday.
Yeah, what now? You see, yesterday, I felt so good yesterday to see the amount of people that united to come out for that occasion. And you see, when African united, it have a problem with other races.
But why
in
be
this
upset?
country.
It's a holiday.
Because African people are the strongest set of people, not only in the world. I'm sure about the world.
Have a call on the line. Caller, your line.
Good afternoon, Aisha and Eric.
Hi,
how you doing, darling?
What is wrong with Paula? I mean, oh my goodness. Why he always just go down a road, this race, this kind of... And you know what? I shouldn't be asking myself why. It's obvious. It's obvious. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. And you know, I just have to call in when she call in. All right. Bye.
I know you just want to call in after Paul, but do remember, Paul is a man. I know it has confused you guys because of the tone of voice, but Paul is really a man. Caller, you live?
Hi, good evening, Aisha.
How you doing, Rowley Jr.?
Listen, I'm good. And listen, you look, according to, it's the first time I'm going to use a term from your partner from New York in saying splendiferous. But you look really nice yesterday. And
thank you.
Like how the colors look. Good afternoon good evening to our listeners. Aisha, well, I'll listen to what you played on my the ground report. It was really sad, but not surprising. Because I keep telling people, if there are two aspects of the whole political thing as in Trinidad, you can, as an African person, you can join any political party. What I keep telling African people, race, don't trivialize race. Race is big all over the world. In the U.S., the recent handing of a judgment of the only black person involved in the Capitol riot. Everybody else gets 60 years as white. He got 63 years. He's black. Black people are the most discriminated race in the world. I'm telling you. In Trinidad, here's no difference. And as Paul said, now Paul outlined something that is different. We have to deal with the question of crime. But it doesn't take away our celebration of emancipation. And there's a lot of work to be done by people like David Mohammed and the Emancipation Support. We talk that. That has nothing to do with a man wishing a black, proud African leader dead. It has nothing to do with that. There's a lot to do with crime, Paul. We're not ignoring that. We talk about it every day. But when people feel that black people, me, Aisha, everybody else should be judged on people who commit crime, that is ludicrous and disrespectful, Paul. And that's a mistake in the UNC. That is minuscule as compared to successful African people that are very dormant, very, very quiet, And when those people put together with right-thinking Indians, right-thinking Syrians, right-thinking Chinese and other races, they give us 23 to 24 seats. And it's hurting people there who are cultured with the UNC to come on the radio to disrespect the celebration of emancipation, which I feel could be a little bit more rooted in other communities. While I appreciate the march, Aisha, but I want to see it more from a community perspective, where we celebrate the food, we celebrate the dance, we celebrate the music, and it must transcend itself into the constituencies. I like how you outlined Kamala Prasad hypocrisy, because when you talk about a slave name and you dress in African outfit, it's a political bias. So, to me, I am proud of what transpired yesterday. I have my qualms about certain things. I think we need to do a lot of work in communities where African people reside to let them understand what our ancestors went through. We need to celebrate it even more so the gentleman could get more, even, angrier. Let me end. I am not surprised by Andy Williams and these fellas, because Again, African people have to stop being token. Respect in the UNC. African people are token. They sit there, be embarrassed like Kamala Prasad and everybody else. And the people have to do that for eat a food position. You don't have to do that. You don't have to join the PNM, you know. You don't have to join the PNM. But let people like Kamala and those who are hating African people, let them respect you in the party. And you'll benefit more respect. You'll benefit and get more respect. Thank you, Aisha. You look nice yesterday as usual. And I want to tell African people, hold your head up proud. Be proud. You look real nice. The fellas committing crime, we have to deal with that. But they, in no way, could compare to the success of a lot of African people in Trinidad and in the Caribbean. Thank you, Wells. All the best.
Aisha, good afternoon to you. Aisha, when Kamala Prasad say that when she tell Camille that she have a slave master name, it kind of hurt and sink in, eh? But I went and researched my surname to find out how the slave master gave me their name. You understand? The surname and thing now. And I get the meaning. So I want to tell my black Afro Trinidadians and people in the Caribbean to go and search your name and
Caller, I'll play back that voice now to cut off. Let's see who's there. You're
I
live.
want to tell Paul something. Who said if I lose, blood will flow? And who had Corfu dragging all over this country from pillar to post? And Mr. Paul, who was doing that? Who was doing that? If I shall lose, blood will flow. And I had a man with a Corfu all over this country from pillar to post. Paul, check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, please. Okay.
Caller, you're live.
Good evening.
How you doing, love?
Okay, thanks. I saw who put up that painting in the savannah with Anna, man.
I don't know what they put up that when.
And what the emancipation man do about it? Nothing.
When was this? I didn't know they did that.
Why you didn't order them to take it down? Why you didn't order them to take it down? Big emancipation, the big Indian thing take up inside of there. You feel we could have put emancipation thing when the Indian, when they haven't in the Wali and anything, you know? Why the head of the emancipation committee, why you didn't order them to take it down? Why you didn't tell Ronald Mitchell to take it down? Whoever ministry ever put it up.
Yeah, I have one.
These are just waste of time. Because why you didn't order them to take it down? Because if on the other side, they would have make a fuss and they'd have carry on. Right? But no, they just take it and they just swallow it. Right? We need to show you how they unite. They can't unite. But I have a nice darling and reach.
Tell them that they hitting all away. Shaka, shaka. When they...
Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha. Good afternoon. Aisha, no Wi-Fi. You see, all them like killing people, well, that is it. You know, we have to stick on. You see, all them people have to make jail in this country who thief the country. So that we should talk about. And all of them know, all you see people know, with the wife know who bring the gun and do all kind of nasty thing. But all of them want to split hell wide open. Because really actually them are the country. So when they thief a car, who buy it? You will tell any black man buying a car for anybody. They are the country corrupt and thief, and that we supposed to talk about that. And Mr. You tell me and see in South African who just calling like them in America can't think. Them do bring them back on the show. Forget about all of them because we don't want to do not set a macro and the corrupting they're talking about. Parent man do John so everything with them in back canal. You don't think that because all of them were supposed to go to jail, they're supposed to go in jail now. That we supposed to we see So they rape the country, they do all can't think and living big life. And some African ain't seen that. African ain't seen that, you know, it's kind of African to go because here you go. You see just now, real thing happening in this country, they make jail and all this kind of thing. All them supposed to be in jail now. And the African people is supposed to sick about and 1 year ago emancipation I you know, because they see about the prime minister and the president or the Nazi and them can African people and see all of them that
Uncle, you know you put me in trouble. Thanks, sir, Uncle. We're getting ready to go. The countdown is on. Eric, your closing comments.
Alright, guys. Boy, just come in late sometimes, you know, when you have things to do. But I must say, yesterday was really good, and I really hope that guys keep that burning flame of uniting our people as one. Unity.
That's right.
We have to unite against the evil forces that plague in this country as we speak. Guys, be safe, be safe, be safe. Catch you guys when I see you.
We are out to hear people, Bishop or Pastor. I will keep calling him Bishop. I don't know why. Pastor Gary
is
coming next.
Ciao.